Welcome to day 8. We are now beyond a week into learning all about AI tools. I've given you a handful of them. I've shown you some of the capabilities over the past few days. I've shown you apps that I've built, GPTs I've created. And today, I want us to literally learn together. So I'm going to take a prompt that I've already created and I'm going to apply it to an actual situation, challenge, opportunity that I have. And we're going to do it together. And I'm going to show you how I tech stack, right? And I talked about that the last couple of days, tech stacking, and how that allows you to maximize how you're leveraging each individual AI tool by stacking them one above the other. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So when I showed you all my plan like a CEO lead magnet freebie, which is available on my website. So if you go to promptsandplanners.com, you can scroll down. It's not in the very top, but if you scroll down, there is a free lead magnet offer to the plan like a CEO downloadable. Now, while this entire document has some really valuable questions and thoughts and ideas, the aspect that I want us to go through today is the number 3 prompt on here, sponsorship or partner pitch prep prompt. In short, I am hosting an event on February 22nd called Her Spark, and I want some sponsors. So we are going to, let's see, it won't let me copy this. Interesting. That's okay. I can type. So share this tab. Now, in the Plan Like a CEO document, I did advise that you should try chat and then you should try my GPTs. And you see my GPTs on the left, and we've talked about them. Today, we're going to do just that. Now, I have to type it in. So for my Her Spark event on February 22, 2026 in Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, see, when I gave this free lead magnet, it was meant to be a high level overview. But I know that when I am prompting, it's good to tell the GPT or the whatever you're prompting, like to be in a specific mindset and role. So I'll probably add that. But for my insert event details, which I did, generate a pitch friendly outline, a pitch friendly outline. And I'm sorry that it didn't just copy over, guys. I wonder if I have it on my it's okay, we'll just keep going. Yeah, it won't let me copy that. I can use to approach potential sponsors. Okay. That I can use to approach potential sponsors. Include alignment, audience match, and value exchange. Now, the role, you are my angel investor and sponsorship, not an angel investor. You are my business coach. Let's see, business coach and sponsorship advisor. You know of all of the businesses in Atlanta that would love to sponsor an event like my Her Spark for ambitious women. Let's let it go. There's so many more things I could say. Usually I talk to it and I'm giving it all of this context, but let's just see what it gives us. Okay. They've given the overview. Ooh, I love moment of ignition. They're walking into a highly engaged, style forward, aspirational audience. Premium, yes. These are women who buy, share, and remember. Absolutely. They got that down. Okay. Let's see what they are. The alignment lens. Okay. So we're looking for businesses and brands that have at least one, if not more, of these pillars. So empowerment, specifically for women, lifestyle, business and career, beauty and wellness, and then culture and creativity. Direct access to a qualified audience, brand storytelling, and I'm also going to give them an AI activation. Perfect. Oh, they gave me some. These are seven. These are brands. Seven. No, these are ideal sponsors. Number seven. So we've got Beauty and Wellness, the Honey Pot Company. Okay. Spanx. Okay. There's the wine mocktail brands and premium beverage general, but then Pond City Market has vendors within that they're recommending. MailChimp, I love that. And then Delta Airlines. Okay. Gave me why it's different. It gave me the ask and gave me next steps. Honestly, that's pretty solid. Now, the only thing I want to do is see if Brandstorm, the GPT that I created, will give us any different insight or ideas. Just as a sometimes you have to do research and then fact check. Okay, so first off, you saw it and I saw it. We didn't get any imagery over on the regular chat, but we got some imagery on Brainstorm. I love that, giving me the vibes. All right, we've got a sponsorship outline, not a conference, a catalyst experience. So we got different verbiage, which allows me to put different types of ideas together for the sponsorship deck that I'll need to put all of this information into next, which I can use Canva AI to do. Oh, I love how this is explaining it. High purchasing power, brand loyal when values align. I love these words. Decision makers, I think that businesses would appreciate these types of words as well, right? And remember, this is my Brandstorm GPT that I built. The city is a Black excellence hub, a startup engine, and corporate headquarters capital, period, and is. Okay. The other one had a great opportunity of like empowerment, lifestyle, creativity, and culture. This one specifically just says they support women's advancement, leadership, and ownership. Actually, that's a higher level qualification than women's empowerment. So right now, personally, and I know I'm biased because I built it, but I think that Brainstorm is worth her salt right now. Okay, now the list had just a couple different ones, some overlaps and some different ones. We see Delta again. We see Coca-Cola. Okay, they said dream big. They said dream big, baby, dream big. They said MailChimp, the Home Depot, UPS, NCR, and then Spanx. Okay, I love that. I love that we have more to choose from, and I can maybe send each of them my presentation deck. Okay, women who buy, founders who choose platforms, leaders influencing workplaces. These are, I mean, the verbiage is just giving what I needed it to give. And so, in my opinion, when you use ChatGPT by itself and you haven't coded it, you haven't given it enough information, it does kind of give you generic information. And so, I love that I have two sources of information to pull ideas from, but ultimately, if I had to choose one or the other, it would be my Brainstorm GPT. Okay, clear premium lanes. Okay, a presenting partner, an impact partner, a community partner. I love these names. It's a little bit more relatable than silver, bronze, and gold, especially because this is about women's empowerment, not about like corporate elitism. Okay, it's a smart investment. This is how it closes the pitch, and it highly targeted, high value audience, long term community equity. Her Spark is not about being seen, it's about being remembered by the women who are building what's next. Oh, they kind of sold me with that. Okay. All righty. Okay. So now I have this base of information. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you what I would do with this. And there are two paths. The first direction is to load this information as we see it here. I would literally copy it and I would put it into Notebook LM, which I can do today to get us going because tomorrow I can really show you. Hold on, let me show this tab. Tomorrow I can really show you how I would put this into Canva AI to make a presentation deck. But I do already have a HerSpark notebook. If you don't already have a notebook, the intention with your notebook is to fill it with information and sources. So I already have 13 uploaded sources in here. Hold on, I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. I already have 13 sources loaded in here. And so I'm going to add this new one. And when you click on add source, it does give you the option. You can upload a file. You can do a YouTube website or a website like your .com. You can do a Google Drive, or in my case, I'm going to copy the text, but I'll take off that last part where they say, if you want me to do this next, I can. Alrighty, and then the very top part, oh yeah, they did the images. Okay. Alrighty, so this is not needed. Boom, we're going to insert that. Now within Notebook LM, we talked about this before, so I'm going to show you, but we've talked about this before, and it's a little bit more detailed in another one. So I've actually already started to think about what would a sponsorship deck for HerSpark look like, but I still feel like I need to gather more information. So here's my sponsorship deck. I labeled it A for myself. This is what I have so far. But even reading it right now, I'm like, no, I love the information that it gave. So I would, in order to make a brand new sponsorship deck with the information that we just gathered from ChatGPT, I can use all of the sources and leave them all checked. Or in this scenario, I am curious to see what happens if only my text. Oh, I gotta find that. Hold on. This is not it. HerSpark, this might be it. Excellent. Now we move below hero copy. Nope, that's website copy. Tickets. This might be it. Sponsorship strategy. Perfect. I just need to rename this. Boom. Now we know which one it is, and I'm going to specifically check that one. So everything has been checked off. I'm looking for sponsorship strategy. And actually, because I really liked that other one, you're able to see your prompts that you've used. So in order for me to get a sponsorship deck that looked like the brand, I did have to put that into the details. So my prompt was create a deck selling this event and the vision to premium brands seeking meaningful engagement with high intent women, specifically women of color like myself, who are founders. The visuals should feel lush, aspirationals. I shared the colors, mood, feminine legacy, ease, expansion, and tied it into the actual tiers. So I'm going to copy this exact prompt, but now we're using a different base of information because I just loaded that in there and I've taken everything else out. I don't think there's anything else. Plus, I'm curious. So let's just make the sponsorship deck with this. So I selected slide deck. I'm going to take that same prompt and I'm going to put it back in here. I'm reading it again. Selling this event and vision to premium brands. Yeah. Let's say premium brands in Atlanta because I'm curious if it's going to give us a little bit more that feels regional. Seeking meaningful engagement with high intent women of color slash founders and professionals. High intent, okay, with ambitious and high intent women of color women, especially. No, I like to say women of color. I do. It is a safe place for people, all women, but definitely women of color in Atlanta. So I'm gonna keep that in there. And I wanted to bring down the tiers. Also, they gave us better names. So let's just say that it includes the tiers as well as a comparison table. Boom. So we did add some more details, and it takes a little bit of time. So that's something I will show you all tomorrow. What we just created, and that was me tech stacking. So I went into ChatGPT. I told it what I needed. I found the right response, right? Because we had two to choose from. The information now, we're working in a world where the information itself is infinite, limitless. So I had two sources of information that I could pull from as far as the verbiage and the way it broke it down. I chose the one I wanted. I put it into my Notebook LM. So that's the tech stack, right? ChatGPT, Notebook LM. And then from within Notebook LM, I'm going to activate the information by creating a presentation deck, a sponsorship presentation, pitching this event to corporate sponsors. And while that's just step one, I can literally, so this is still generating, and it's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the sources, the level of depth that it gives you. Sometimes it's 8 pages, sometimes it's 16. So all of that's into effect. But let's get back over into ChatGPT. I'm gonna do one more thing, and then we'll do the next part tomorrow. We'll see what sponsorship deck we made, and then I'm going to show you one more tech stack, which is after I've made that sponsorship deck, I probably need to make a couple other small things in Canva, or maybe even tweak what Notebook LM auto generated. So, okay, I want to pitch those companies and 10 others. What? Make a list. Let's start with making a list, all right? Make a list of the top 30 companies in Atlanta. I should probably say 50, but I'll say 30 for right now that I should pitch and provide, let's just say 5 options or 5 pathways for pitching them within the next 2 weeks because my event is in about 3.5. All right, let's at least see what it gets. And then tomorrow, we're going to activate more levels. So we've got Southern Company has been added, Georgia Pacific has been added, Salesforce has been added, the Atlanta office, Microsoft Atlanta office, State Farm. I think that's a great one, and I know people who have worked at State Farm, and I know they're very, very much active in the community. There are probably some insurance companies as well that might be interested. There's Wellstar. They talked about Tyler Perry. They said MARTA. I don't know about MARTA, but hey, maybe they want to improve their perception. So, who to contact? Okay. Okay. I'm getting the who and how to position. Okay, so on LinkedIn, I'm looking for Director of Brand Partnerships, a VP of Marketing, and Director of DEI. Okay, okay. Let's see if they gave us, okay, nice. How would you connect with them? Via message, call, DM. Probably not a DM, but I just need them to know, like, oh, they said all of the above. And yeah, DMs do work. Okay, they finally gave me some copy. So we're at a place now where we've gotten enough information that now I just need to take it and go make it better and then go do the work. And that's what Notebook LM is working on. I don't think it's done yet. Let me double check. It's still working. But yeah, hi, insert their name. I'm hosting and would love to connect. Oh, they didn't even you don't even pitch. If they do, okay, okay. I might be a little short on my window, but all I can do is give it a shot. And so now I have a plan. And now I can at least take the basis of the plan, make it better, practice it, improve it, refine it, and implement it. But if I have never, and in this case, for this event, I have not requested or asked about sponsorships, but I've done it in my corporate background. But this is my event and it's coming from my heart. And so the idea of pitching it, there's a little bit of a detachment that needs to happen. Somebody needs to guide me. I needed a business coach for this. And so I made ChatGPT my business coach, but I made a GPT that became an even better business coach than Chat. So you have that power too. You can make a GPT that speaks back to you the way you want, has the level of expertise that you're looking for. This is how we leverage these tools in this infinite age of information. Really share and grow and connect, build faster, accelerated with AI. And so I'm inviting you to think through what it is you want to do and what areas do you need support on. Is it how you say it? Is it who you're saying it to? Like more clarity on the audience? Is it more clarity on like, okay, what about my event is special and which businesses should I be targeting? How are there any events in that area? And you can go on and on and on. I mean, I've already put it in the coach chair, so I might even ask it, hey, what are the next 3 to 5 questions that you think I should be asking or I should be doing to position myself for easy yeses by these businesses? Like, that's a great next question. So, join me tomorrow to see how we build even further on top of what we started today. We're learning AI. Join me tomorrow. See you.